is going on, everybody? Welcome to a special episode of Junior's World of Soul. Now, y'all know on Mondays, I normally give y'all a current R&B bangers video. But this video, it was a long time coming, and I'm so happy that I got inspiration from it. As y'all can hear, I came in with my favorite gospel group of all time, BeBe CeCe Winans. This song is called Close to You, and it's off their Still album, and it's an amazing album. But you know, this video is really about BeBe and CeCe, and I will explain why it's really about them. Now, I explained that they're my favorite group. Actually, they're my second favorite group of all time, but they're my favorite gospel group of all time. And this weekend, you know, I had some time to think, and I really did. And, you know, there's some things that's going on and I'm not really understanding. I'm like, you know, why is this happening, and what's wrong, and what did I do, and why is things going left, and why I'm not understanding it. And you know, I was trying to keep it inside. I was trying to go vinyl digging. You know, I even went to the bar to have a couple of drinks to just maybe clear my mind a little bit, but it still managed to be on my mind. And finally Sunday, it just came to a head. And you know, I was sitting around and I was cleaning the house, and I listened to Natalie Cole's live album, and you know, she really went to church on that album, and I just had to stop and I said, wait a minute, Junior, you keep thinking about this. Why don't you just talk to God about it? Why are you sitting here trying to deal with it yourself? You know you with him, and you're lost without him. So you know he loves you. You know you have that personal relationship with him. Talk to him about it. So for me, how I start the conversation, this is how I start the conversation with God. What I do is I play a song. And I play a song that that kind of reflects what I feel like I'm going through. So what I did is I went on, YouTube, and I stopped the Natalie Cole live, and I went on YouTube, and I went to the BeBe and CeCe tribute that was done for them in 2016 by the EMI awards or whatever. And so many people did a tribute to them. Tamia, Jonathan McReynolds, Yolanda Adams, what's his name? Brian Courtney Wilson. Like so many people did a tribute to them. But the one that really touched me the most was when Marvin Winans and Debbie Winans did Lost Without You. And he got to a part in there where he said, when he holds you in the midnight hour, and then he'll rock you through the stormy weather. That, and the tears started flowing, and then the conversation started. And while I was talking to God for literally like an hour, because after that, it was quiet in here, and it was just me talking to him. And I'm like, God, why? What is it? What did I do? Was there signs I should have saw? Like, I don't know. What is the problem? And it was like during that time, after like an hour and a half, and after the tears, and I'm just yelling and just really conversating with God, and I said, wow, this is I'm inspired. I'm going to talk about my top 7 BeBe and CeCe songs that got me out of things. And for the longest, I've been wanting to do a gospel video. And it's crazy because if you go to my site, jrworldofsoul.com, and when you go to the opening page, it says you're going to know about R&B, you're going to know about soul, you're going to know about hip-hop, and you're going to know about a little bit of gospel. And now I've done so many R&B videos. I've done a couple of hip-hop videos. I even did a pop video. I did a couple of rock videos. But I'm like, how dare I sit here and do one gospel video? I'm like, are you serious? Gospel music is a part of me. And for the longest, maybe a month, I've been like, yo, I want to do a gospel video. Maybe, no, it's longer than that. Maybe about 3 months. I've been wanting to do a gospel video. And I'm like, I don't know what to do it on. And during my time of having a personal conversation with God, I was inspired. So I said, for this video, I'm going to give y'all my top 7 songs from BeBe and CeCe that really, really helped me and guided me to the positive light. And I just really want to thank them for their music, because their music really, really is a big part of my life, and this is my dedication to them. And you know, I just thank God that God used them to connect to this 5-year-old boy like me, and able to understand the love that God has for me, and how I can have a personal relationship with him. So let's get into this. So let's start at number 7. This song is just a feel-good song. I remember, you know, after, you know, the conversation I had with God and everything was good, I put on my BeBe and CeCe playlist, and I just played it. And the first song that came on was Heaven. Now, you know, every time I think about this song, I think about when the Winans was on the Oprah show. And, you know, Marvin was like, yeah, we was it and everything. You know, we was the biggest thing and all this. And he was like, once BeBe and CeCe came out with Heaven, that was it. It was a wrap. And they connected to the young. You know what I'm saying? Because the Winans, they normally, don't get me wrong, they, you know, did, you know, contemporary, you know, gospel music. But they were definitely focused more on the tradition, you know, gospel music. So BeBe and CeCe, to me, was able to connect to more of the younger generation and more of the mainstream world. And this song, Heaven, does it. So it's such a feel-good record. I love singing along to it. It's a feel-good. I was snapping my hand with a broom in one hand and snapping my fingers in the other. It's just a feel-good record. So coming in at number 7 is Heaven. Here we go. I hope y'all gonna be doing some singing, because we're gonna be doing some singing in this video. So I hope y'all prepared. So let's go. Wanna be. Woo! I gotta sing this part. I got to sing this part because CeCe comes in. I love this part right here. There are instructions that we must follow to a T. Woo! Right there. The basic instructions. Now, she's talking about the Bible. Now, you know, some people are iffy about the Bible and, you know, all that. But I just love how she comes in with that. One thing I love about their fast songs, you may want to clap your hands and you know, snap your fingers, but it's definitely a message in there. You know what I mean? And I love that their message is love, because God is love. So that's what I love about BeBe and CeCe. And that's how I feel like they connect to the, you know, the younger kids and the young, you know, audience. You know what I'm saying? Because it's not, you know, even though it's fine and I'm not dissing it at all, but it's like God. That's, you know, that's straying these young kids away. It's like you got to give them some inspiration, and I feel like BeBe and CeCe did that with their music. Now, we know they talking about God, but it's the way they're presenting it to us. And that's how I was able to connect with it. But Heaven, such a beautiful record. It's a feel-good record. Makes you want to clap your hands and stomp your feet and just listen. It's just a feel-good. You just can... all right. So that's coming in at number 7. It's Heaven, off their album, their 1988 album, Heaven. So the next song coming in at number 6, it just shows the love that I have for God and how he will always be the love of my life. And the song is entitled Love of My Life, off their 1994 album, Relationships. And it's kind of self-explanatory, and it goes a little something like this. Alrighty. Yes, you are. Woo! Oh God, I just love that song. And you know what this song really does for me? it just shows me that the love that you have for God can't be compared to anybody. It's like, you know, I feel like with that, stop putting 100% of love into people that don't deserve 100% of your love. But at least with God, you can depend on giving 100% of your love, because he's always going to give you 200. He's going to give you what you give him. It seems like he will double that. You know what I'm saying? It's like you can give 100% of your love to somebody else, but give 50% to God, and you expect him to give you 100%. Like, come on, yo. Like, no. In my opinion, I'm like, come on, man. Like, God will never leave you. He will never disappoint you. People will leave and walk out of your life and you don't even know why. But God will always be with you and give you love anytime, through the bad, through the good, whatever. And that's the type of a person I want. And at the end of the day, God, my love for God is more than my love for anybody. And, you know, that song, one thing about BeBe and CeCe, I love how they connect to the young, as I always say. And it's smooth. It's a smooth record. And it's just a message in it. And it just shows that, come on, yo. God is the love of your life, and he should always be. And it's like putting someone, what I say is, you're going to be disappointed when you put your everything into somebody and you don't put your everything in God, because God will never disappoint you. And the love that he has for you will never disappoint you, because he will always be there. But when you put your love into man or put it into woman, and, you know, you're ready for disappointment. You know what I'm saying? But one thing about God, you put your 100% in him, he will never leave you. And that's why God will always be the love of my life. And that song, BeBe and CeCe, thank you once again. So coming in at number 6, Love of My Life. Now, staying on their 94 Relationships album, they have a song on there that just makes me connect to God on a level that nobody can touch. Nobody. I mean, nobody. And this song just explains it all, because I feel like you go through things and you don't understand things, but at the end of the day, God is not going to let you walk this road by yourself. He's not going to let you walk this road. If you're going down that bad path, God, he'll turn you around. He'll turn you around. He'll stop you and say, look, you need to listen to me. I'm giving you the signs. I'm giving you the signs. Don't walk around that road. I'm giving you the fork in the road to the positive way. Don't keep walking down the negative. Especially if you listen to him and give all your love to him, he will give it right back to you. And believe me, he will never leave your side. And this song here is my favorite song off the Relationship album, and it's entitled Don't Let Me Walk This Road Alone. And I got to play 2 parts, because one thing about BeBe and CeCe, they start all smooth, but when they get to that bridge and they go and they taking it home, it really, that spirit really is there. And, you know, the tears will start falling. So if the tears start falling, it's all right. It's all right. It just shows that you have that personal relationship with him, and it's all good. So coming in at number 5 is Don't Let Me Walk This Road Alone. Here we go. All I need is just one more day, giving me hope to dream upon. Don't let me walk this road alone. Oh, you see how soothing that is? BeBe and CeCe is so soothing in the beginning, and it's just like they're giving you their testimony in the beginning, and then once they, you know, after that second verse and they get to the bridge, they are like, really, it's like their testimony, and they just letting go. And that's what they really, really do in this song. And CeCe just really let loose, and I love it. And just listen, just vibe with CeCe, y'all. shadow. All I need is just one more day, giving me hope to dream upon. Ooh, yeah. Don't let me walk this road alone. Like you just feel it. Like they take it there when CeCe said, "Help me now." Like, ooh, like she just, like I feel like that's one reason why I love BeBe and CeCe, because they're themselves on these records and they just let loose. And it's real. You feel it. And that's what music is supposed to be about. You're supposed to feel the emotion. And they're singing about somebody that's higher than them. And you just feel it. And they're just, this is like, to me, BeBe and CeCe songs are like conversations. They be having with God, and they're spreading into the world and to the mainstream world. And that's what I really, really love about it. But again, don't let me walk this road alone. I would advise y'all to check out their albums, Relationships. It has this song. It has Love of My Life on it. It has If Anything Ever Happened to You, that one. Night and Day is another favorite of mine. It's kind of a fast song. Count All Joy they did, which is the opening song. But again, I would check it out. But those two songs are my favorites. It is Don't Let Me Walk This Road Alone and The Love of My Life. So check that out. So speaking of never walking alone, this song is really kind of personal to me, because we tend to go to God when things are going bad. We never pray to him when things are going good. It's always like, God, why? And why is this happening? And I don't understand why I'm in this situation, and this situation is really bad. But when everything is going good and you're getting blessings after blessings, you don't talk to him. We have a tend to do that. And I know for me, I stopped doing that, because I'm like, that's not fair. If you're going to pray to him about the bad things, you pray about the good things, because you're blessed every day you wake up in the morning. So this song to me, Feels Like Heaven, is just a feel-good song. Every Saturday morning when I'm not going to work, or I'm just getting up, I play this song and then I go into my Motown. But this song, because I'm like, God, you blessed me with my own place. You blessed me with my own car that I paid off. You blessed me with a job every day. You blessed me by waking me up this morning. I'm thankful for that. And if all these blessings you given to me feels like heaven, then when I'm ready to leave this earth, then I'm ready to go up there, because it's just a good feeling when you just realize how blessed you are. And this is what I get with this song. So I don't know if this song is on any album. I know it's on the greatest hits that they have, and I remember the video they have for it, but I don't know what album it's on. But this song is amazing. It's such a powerful record, and it's called Feels Like Heaven. And here we go. Hopefully y'all enjoying it. Keys, and I must be from, oh no, do it again, heaven with you. Woo. And then it must be from heaven, do it again, heaven with you. It just feels so good, like, God, blessings like this, and you keep sprinkling me on with blessings. I just want to thank you. And if this is what heaven feels like, man, then you know what? I know when I'm done with this world and where I'm going next, then it's going to be a beautiful thing. And, it's just an amazing thing. And I feel like, again, like, we talk to God when we going bad, when everything is bad. Like, we be quick to say, oh God, you know, say for instance, you feel like, I feel like, you know, somebody in my life is really like not really, you know, talking to me like they used to. Something just don't seem right. And you so quick to be like, God, oh, I don't know what I need to do. But then when you are blessed with, you may get a check out of nowhere. And you just be like, oh man, this is awesome. But never be like, thank you, God, for this check. I don't know where it came from, but I want to thank you. You don't do that. And I feel like every time I listen to this song, I be like, you know what, God? I thank you for everything in my life. Everything, the good, the bad, whatever. But I'm going to pray for the good things when things are going good, and I'm going to pray when things are going bad. And, you know, it feel like this is BeBe's testimony, because he went off, y'all. He really went off. Because normally CeCe do, but BeBe went off. Just listen to this part right here. You picked me up when I was down. Go on, BeBe. If I must be from hell, heaven with you. Yes, BeBe was feeling it in that studio. I know he was just like, I just want to thank you for all the blessings you've given me. You know what I'm saying? Even though we wake up with problems, y'all, but we wake up to a new day. Some people don't wake up for that, and you just got to be thankful for that. And that's when I started thinking like, you know what? I'm thinking about these problems, but look at what people are going through in this world. Like the things that's going on with, you know, the situation in Houston. Like, yo, you doing a little bit of complaining about this situation, and people are going through something worse than you are. Like, come on. But you're blessed to wake up in your own, drive your own, and a lot of people don't have that, and you don't want to praise God for that? Come on, man. And that's why this song is very special to me. And, you know, I remember hearing this song back in, like, I think 96, 95, 96. I remember hearing this song, and I was like, I loved it. I loved it from the break, because it just made me think about the goodness. And, man, when we get to heaven, it's going to be a beautiful thing. I know my father and my grandfather and my cousin, who I call my brother Desmond, is up there. They are living the life. No problems, no drama, no nothing. You know what I'm saying? But we down here dealing with the horrible, ugly world that we're living in right now, which is crazy. But, you know, it just... this song right here just touches me. So Feels Like Heaven is this. And, you know, I love it. So that's that. This song right here, I listen to every morning after I get up and pray. Like, when my alarm clock rings, y'all, I get out of my bed, I get on my knees, and I just start praying. I pray for me. I pray for my family. I pray for my friends. You know, I just pray, you know, God just sprinkle me down some positivity in my life and everything. And this song, I know my neighbors is about sick of right now, because before I used to play it from my phone, and I used to just play it, and, you know, it was good. It was loud enough. But when I went vinyl digging one day, I found the 45, the single. And I said, oh, man. So now every morning after I finish praying, I get up and I go to my record player and I turn it on and I blast it. And I know my neighbors should know it by now, because I had this vinyl maybe about a good 3 weeks now. And I play it every Monday through Friday. I play this every morning because it's just so soothing and it gets me ready for the day. And it, once again, this just shows me that he loves me unconditionally, and for the rest of my life I won't even be able to pay him, because sometimes I'm not even worthy of his love, but he still loves me. You know what I'm saying? And that's why I love this record. It's entitled I Owe You Me. And here we go. you giving love to me. I owe love all my heart, and all belongs to you the rest of my life. Woo! I know I owe you me. It's like, yo, you owe your life to God. Like, you owe your life to him because everything that he does for you. Like, everything. You just don't understand just the things that you're able to just walk on your own and all that. And it's just so soothing for me to hear this. And this song is powerful. Like, I just walk around this house singing it. It'd be blasting. I know it'd be like 5:30 in the morning. And hey, maybe some of my neighbors ain't got to be to work yet. But hey, y'all gonna hear a positive song. You know what I mean? It's so positive. And, you know, when I think about this song, and, you know, sometimes, you know, I hate to take it there, but as a young, I'm trying to say I'm still young, y'all. A black man, sometimes I don't even know if I'm going to make it home sometimes. And it's sad, and it's just like, after I pray, and then I listen to this song, it's just, it gets me ready. It soothes me. It lets me know that God is always with me. And like the song, Don't Let Me Walk This Road Alone, I know he's going to make sure I'm all right. And it's just so smooth, so soothing. And the one part of this song that really is soothing to me, and it's the part when I'm about to walk out the door. And I think God knows I need to hear that. And it's a vocal run that CeCe does. And it just makes me feel so comfortable. Like I'm ready to walk out into this world. And I know I'm going to be all right. And I know I'm going to make it back home safe. And it's just a little vocal run in this song. And even BeBe was like, yeah. Like just, I'm telling you, just, hold on. I'm going to just go to it so y'all can just hear it. Like, listen to this. Woo! Like, you heard BeBe? Like, he even did it. Like, it just feels like that part right there when I'm walking out the door, that puts a smile on my face. Like, I'm ready for the world. You know what I'm saying? Because I know this world is tough and the things we are dealing with right now. But I know that little vocal run, and I walk out of this house and I'm like, you know what? I'm all right. You know what I mean? And this song just, it gives me peace. It gives me peace because dealing with this world with racism and things like that, like I said, it's a little scary because sometimes I don't even know if I'm going to make it home. But then when I'm walking out and I hear that, oh, I don't know if I did it like her, but just to hear that, it just soothes me. And it's like, all right, I'm going to be all right. You know what I mean? So that song, I Owe You Me, I listen to every morning. I'm going to put all these, like all the albums that these songs are on in the more info box so y'all can listen to it and maybe give y'all some, you know, inspiration and give you some soothing, you know, feelings. You know what I'm saying? Because this song, I Owe You Me, does that for me. So coming in at number 3 is I Owe You Me, off there introducing BeBe and CeCe. This came out in like 1987 or something like that. But yes, love this song. Coming in at number 2, it's going to be a medley because this album I talk about a lot on social media. I just got the vinyl for it. I just got the vinyl for this album. You know what? I'm going to go get it. So hold on for 1 second. Let me go grab this, y'all, because I got to tell y'all about this. I know y'all looking at a blank screen, but I got to get this album for y'all. Like, I have to. Y'all know how we do. Okay, so this album right here I just got on vinyl. It's Different Lifestyles by BeBe and CeCe. I talk about this album so much because I say at 5 years old, this album changed my life. It changed the way I think. And, you know, I never really got the chance to talk about it. But, you know, now, since God put this video on my heart, I felt like now I can talk about it. You know, I've done so many videos talking about my mom and I going to South Carolina for her to go to college. And she went to South Carolina State University. And, you know, that was where I really got my music knowledge from, really her. And, you know, she read a lot of books and things like that, but that's besides the point. But we found a church down there, and it was called Greater Faith Baptist Church. And now before then, I knew about church. I knew about gospel music because my grandmother, my mother's mother, loves gospel music. Her father was a preacher. And, you know, so I knew about the Shirley Caesar. I knew about the Caravans. I knew about Dorothy Norwood, Albertina Walker. I knew about James Cleveland. Of course, Aretha Franklin, Amazing Grace album. I knew a lot of those. And to be honest with you, Shirley, if you let my grandma tell it, Shirley Caesar was actually my first favorite artist, if you let her tell it. And because, you know, the only way my grandma will be able to get me quiet, y'all, is she will put Shirley Caesar live at Memphis. And she was outside, and she did Hold a Mule on that album, and so many other songs. And I'll never forget her being in this gold jacket she would wear, and they was outside. I know Shirley was burning out there, but it would keep me quiet for like an hour and a half because that's how long it was. She had the VHS, and I used to watch it. So, you know, but, you know, I was only like 3, so I was hearing, you know, music, but it wasn't really hitting me. So by the time I got like 4 and getting 5, I started to hear, you know, I started knowing songs that I was liking on the radio. So by the time me and my mom got to South Carolina, my mom knew that I connected to music more than anything. You know what I mean? Music will really stop me in my tracks as a kid. So my mom had a personal relationship with God, and I think she wanted me to have one. So, and she didn't want to force it on me. You know what I'm saying? That's one thing I love what my mom did. She didn't force it. She was like, I'm going to let him do it, but I'm just going to play the music, and whatever happens, happens. So before we would go to church every morning, my mother would play. The campus radio had a Sunday, you know, gospel, you know, station. And I would always hear this song. And I was like, yo, I like this song. It had like a nice beat to it. And it just felt like a feel-good song. And I'm just listening to it. And finally, you know, one day I heard this song and it felt like everything aligned. And that's why Different Lifestyles had to have a medley coming in at number 2. But this is the first song that really, really, really changed me, and I was never the same after this song. And it is one of BeBe and CeCe's notable songs. And it goes a little something like this. Here we go. This is love takes me higher. I didn't know I'd be. See, I found you, addictive love, yeah. Woo, yeah. Woo, Lord, oh my God. So every day they will play that song, and every day they'll play that song. So it would be like, you know, my mom kind of caught on the words faster than I did. So when we walked to church, she would always be singing, and I would always just be, you know, humming the melody, I guess. And finally, when I finally realized, you know, learned the words, and I remember walking to church, and me and Mom was walking to church, and we're singing the words, and we get to church, y'all, and the preacher starts talking about love. And, you know, it just seems like everybody is in there feeling the spirit. Everybody. And I'm just like, wow, looking around, and people's like, hallelujah, and praise God, and they just feeling that spirit. And y'all, I just started crying for no reason. I didn't know why. I really did not know why. But I guess it clicked. So I'm just looking around because he's talking about love. And I think they did Real Love by Kirk Franklin, if I'm not mistaken. And the choir did it. And I just started crying. And mind you, I'm 5 years old. So you know, I looked at my mom, and I think she knew. She was like, "Oh, it got him. It got him." I don't know what song did it, but it got him. So I remember we leaving church after everything is done, and I'm like, "Mom, why was I crying?" Because I was like, I really don't know why. And she was like, "Baby, you just having your first real connection with God." And then that's when I started asking questions. Who is it? And it was like, even though I was crying, I wanted that feeling again. I wanted that feeling. I wanted to be able to connect with God like I did. And then she was just like, "You know, baby, you know how people was in there and they would just say hallelujah and they were praising God and they were yelling and everything like that. You were crying. It was also a way that you were talking to God. You and him was having a conversation with each other." And she said, "When you get older, you know, you can ask me things, but right now I know you don't understand it. But, you know," and then we started walking home and we started singing Addictive Love, and we started singing that. And, you know, right then and there, it was like, wow. And that's why I feel like, you know, Addictive Love really changed my life. I didn't think the same anymore. You know what I mean? And that's why I don't know how my mother got it, but she got the Different Lifestyle album. I don't know where she got it from. I don't know what. But I said for number 2, it has to be a medley. So I started with Addictive Love. The next song is self-explanatory. It was a big hit for them. It's entitled "It's Okay." And it goes a little something like this. The only way, somehow, things will work out, just you wait and see. That's self-explanatory right there. Like, right then and there. Everything will be all right. You think that you're going to be in this trouble forever, and you're not. Especially when, and I love how people like to use this, let go and let God. And when you do that and you let go and you give it to him, he will give you all the answers you need, and everything will be all right. And when this song came on, y'all, it was like, whoa. I was like, you know what, God? I'm giving it to you. Whatever happens, happens. And I know you're going to lead me in the right direction anyway. And one thing I told y'all about BeBe and CeCe, they start you all smooth, but they get to that bridge and they take it to the end, it is a wrap. And you can feel they put their soul and emotion into it. And I love it about them because they're real on these songs, and you know it's from a real place. And this is the bridge here. Just listen, y'all. Tears is just a sign that you need to know it's gonna be okay. Only together, the only way. Somehow feel the love again. Somehow, oh yeah, things will work out 'cause you stay. I'm glad to know it's okay. See, they ended it with telling you that they're glad because you stayed with me. And CeCe, I'm glad to know it's okay, it's okay. Like, they gave you two you know, like verses with a story. Then they letting you know with that story when they get to the bridge. I know it's hurting right now. I know it hurts so bad. But joy will come in the morning. And then after you realize that you got out of it, you like, I'm glad to know that I'm going to be all right. And that's what's so beautiful about this song. And that's why it's one of my favorites. And when I tell you, this song has helped me out a lot. Because there's some things in my life that I went through that I didn't even know if I was going to be all right. You know what I'm saying? And you know, definitely one of them being when my brother Desmond passed. I didn't even know. I was just like, yo, he was the one in my life that, you know, that I knew that would always be there. And now that he's no longer here, I was like, how am I going to move on? You know what I'm saying? And that really hurt. But then I listened to this song and I know I was going to be all right because he's one of my angels. I know he's looking over me. You know what I'm saying? So but that song there, when that song came on, and it was just like after the bridge, and you know, I was blasting it, so I might have been sounding like CeCe, because I know I wasn't now, because my voice ain't there, but it is what it is. But after that, I said, you know what, I'm letting go and I'm letting God. Whatever happens will happen, because I know at the end of the day, I will be okay. So that is the second one of this medley. The next one, it's entitled Two Different Lifestyles. Now, this song helped me realize I don't need to follow anybody. If I'm going to follow somebody, let it be somebody that I know that loves me, which is God. Stop following man or woman. Follow him, because he's going to lead you in the lifestyle that you want. So here is two different lifestyles. Here we go. All right. Sometimes I'm wrong, you're always wrong. Must be a reason they say because I still ask why. Two different lifestyles, you fill my heart and change my life. That whole like hook, like sometimes I'm wrong, you're always right. Like right then and there, it's like, why am I following other people where I need to be following him? Because he's never wrong. He's never wrong. And you know, I feel like you let other people guide you, you're not always gonna be guided right. But if you let God guide you, you're gonna be all right. You know what I'm saying? And for example, it's like when you gotta let people out of your life because maybe they're not understanding the life that you're trying to lead and they don't get it, and maybe they're not ready to take that journey. Maybe they got you up to a certain point and then it's like, okay, thank you, but I gotta go right. You know what I'm saying? And you go left, I go right. You know what I'm saying? And I'm gonna follow God because you got me to a point, you helped me with that, but at the end of the day, I gotta follow my own journey and I'm gonna go right. And you know, that song, when that song came on, I'm like thinking like, why am I following people? Like, I'm 31 years old and I'm still doing this? And I'm like, yo, God has been by my side. Why don't I just follow him? And it's like, God is probably like, I done gave you signs. What are you doing? Like, I'm here. I ain't going nowhere. And that's why that part when they said, sometimes I'm wrong, but you're always right, it's so powerful to me. And it's like, dang, Junior, stop following. Stop following. You don't owe anybody anything. You know what I'm saying? God gave you a gift. He gave you a gift. And he's going to want you to use that gift the way he wants you to use it. Not the way somebody else wants you to use it. You use it the way he wants you to. And when you stay in that connection with him, he'll give you everything that you need. You don't got to wait for nobody. So that song, Two Different Lifestyles, is a powerful, powerful record for me because I want to live a right lifestyle. I want to live a positive lifestyle. I want to live a righteous lifestyle. And I just want to spread love. And that's the lifestyle that I want to live. Just love. And that's why Two Different Lifestyles is such a touching song for me. So I had to throw that into the medley. Now, there's also, everybody know off that album they did, I'll Take You There, the Staple Singers, remake. But, much as I do like the song, there's definitely other songs that touch me like this one. This song is so current for the times that we're dealing with right now. Because I think everybody wants to live in a better place, especially with the racism that we dealing with the whole Charlottesville, with all the things we dealing with our democracy right now and how everything is going. This world is really ugly. And then, with everybody the situation going on in Texas is just so horrible. And I really pray for them. And I know they're praying for a better place because what they're going through right now, I don't wish that on anybody. And that's horrible. And I definitely send my prayers out to everybody that's affected by it. And this song right here, Better Place, that's what timeless songs is supposed to be about, where you can go back to it and it still relates to the time we're dealing with right now. And Better Place, it does. And here's Better Place. Goes a little something like this. Come on. So come on, why not meet me there? Woo! This would be we're living in such a mean world. I'm headed for a better place. Oh, that song right there is like, y'all, we're all headed to a better place after we leave this world. There's no problems, there's no drama, there's no nothing. You up there with God. You up there with Him. You all right. You know what I'm saying? And I feel like the problems we going through down here, it's just an ugly world. And why do we got to go through this? And I think how we can start with is love. God is love. God loves everybody. He don't look at us any different. He made us in His own image. He loves us. So why don't we give everybody, our fellow man, love? And that will start our world to be a better place. And that's what I really, really want, y'all. Like, I feel like we all need to be in a better place, because this world we living in is just an ugly world. And that's why we all got to pray to God, y'all, really, that we can start spreading love in everybody's heart, because the hate that's going on in this world right now, it's not a good thing at all. And that's why this song is so powerful. And that's why it definitely had to be in this medley, because it's just a powerful record. And again, God loves all. So at the end of the day, you could think whoever think he might love somebody better. No, He loves us all the same. So just remember that. And if we start spreading love to everybody, maybe we can have a better place. The last song on this medley is a song that just describes my love for God, and I hope He feels that He don't have to take His love away from me, because my love ain't going nowhere. You know what I'm saying? And nobody in this world can take away the love that I have for Him. You know what I'm saying? And this song is called Can't Take This Away. And, BeBe and CeCe just know the right things. They know the right songs to address and everything. It's just a dope record, and the choir behind them is just amazing. So here's Can't Take This Away. And goes a little something like this. Right. Wonderful. Woo! Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. That song just explains the relationship and the love that I have for God and the bond that I love having with him that I got when I was 5 years old, when I was crying in Greater Faith Baptist Church and didn't know why. Now I know what that was. It was like the love and the relationship that I have with God. I will not want that to be taken away. And I ain't taking my love away from God for nobody. So for me, this song really just explains my relationship with God, and he has taken me out of so many horrible places and horrible things and bad decisions that I made. He turned them around and made them positive. And it's just, why would I take my love away from somebody that did that for me? And that song right there just explains again my love and relationship that I have with him. And this song is just amazing. So y'all can't take this away. And another thing, especially, I feel like I ain't even worth the love that he gives me. And I still don't want him to take his love away from me, because I'm not taking mine away from him. So that song, Can't Take This Love Away, is actually the last song on Different Lifestyles. And, you know, again, Different Lifestyles, this album is top 10 albums of mine. You know, it changed my life. It made me think clearly. I wasn't thinking the same after this. I was not thinking the same after this album. That's why when I got this vinyl, I completely lost it, y'all. Like, when I came to the house and the vinyl was sitting at my door, like, I didn't know which one it was, because I brought so many vinyls. So when I opened it and saw it was BeBe and CeCe Different Lifestyle, I completely lost it. I just ran around. I was like, oh my God, I got one of my favorite albums of all time on vinyl, because it was just a life-changing. So one day have the cassette in my house. Then I had the CD. Then I had the MP3, and I never had it on vinyl. But to have it on vinyl was just a beautiful thing. And I recommend that album for anybody, because you can connect to it. Anybody, you know, child, adult, whatever. And it tells good stories. And it just, you can connect to it. And that's why I recommend it. So coming in number 2 is my Medley of the Different Lifestyles album. We are at the number 1 spot, y'all. I done held y'all for 52 minutes, but we are at the number 1 spot. It's my favorite song, gospel song of all time. You know, this song I heard after maybe a month or so after, you know, I started knowing the Different Lifestyles from front to back. And you know, then my mom started introducing me to a little bit more BeBe and CeCe. Like, I was introduced to Heaven, and I was introduced to, you know, Up the Where We Belong, and those type of songs. But it was this one song. When I heard it, I was like, yo, this is my favorite song ever until 1994. But this still is my second favorite song of all time. There's only one song that can really top this record, but this is my favorite gospel song. When I heard it, I was like, oh my God. And mind you, y'all, I'm 5 years old, and that's one thing I love, that my mom knew that I connected with music so young. And she knew to play music that was able to speak to me and talk to me. And this song did. And was I 5? Maybe I was 6. Maybe I was 6 years old when I heard it. And now, me being 31, it still touches me the same way it did when I was 6 years old. And this is the number 1 song. It is Lost Without You. And here we go. I'm going to sing this one, y'all. Messed up voice or not, I'm singing this one. But here we go. Cause I'm lost without you. Easy to see, I'm lost without you. When there's no letting go. So let me be the first to say, so don't ever go away. Say don't never go away. Come on, I gotta do this. You pick me up those times I'm down. You made me laugh when there's no clown. No one else can love me like you do. The heaven knows that I proclaim a love I feel when I hear your name. There's no substitution quite the. This is my part. Now some say I'm crazy, that I'm acting insane, but there's no life without you, so I'll stake my claim. Oh, 'cause I'm lost without you. It's easy to see I'm lost without you. So I just keep holding on. So let me be the first to say, so don't ever go away. Woo! Like, y'all, that still connects with me, and I can sing that song all the way through. I love it when they do it live. And that's what really started this video, because I told y'all that when Marvin and Debbie did it as a tribute to them, and it was like, yo, that song touches me more than any gospel song. I love when they do it live. I love it when the regular version, y'all, sometimes I just be in here, and when everything is going good and the song comes on, and I just start tearing up, because I'm like, yo, I am so lost without him. You know what I'm saying? I don't know where I would be if I didn't have him on my side. And I feel like this song is my testimony then, because, you know, in South Carolina, there was a lot of growing pains. A lot of it. You know what I'm saying? Me and Mom definitely went through some things. And I look back at that and I'm like, wow, you know where he brought me from? And then I look at now, and I look at where I was maybe 7 years ago, and I'm like, wow, look where he brought me from. And I would be lost without him. I don't know what I would do if I didn't have God and his love by my side. And that's why this song is #1 on my BeBe CeCe list. So we're at the end. Hopefully y'all enjoy. You know, I did this video because definitely I wanted to dedicate it to BeBe and CeCe, because their music definitely changed my life, and it's a big part of my life. But I hope these songs definitely touch you in so many ways, just to, you know, have that love and that positivity in your heart. And you remember, when you're going through something, just talk to him. If you can't talk to anybody, just talk to God, because believe me, believe it, he will hear you, and he will listen to what you have to say, and he will guide you to the right answers, and he will give you the right answers. And for me, after I really talked to him for an hour, and I was in here crying and just feeling the spirit, I said, God, I know I'm going to be all right, and I know you're going to lead me, and you're going to make sure everything is all right, and I'm just going to forget about it, and whatever happens, happens. So I hope y'all really enjoyed the video. Y'all got a little bit of the, you know, the softer Junior, because y'all know I'm normally hype, but I wanted it to be more of a conversation between us, and y'all got a little bit of my stories, and, you know, hopefully these songs can inspire you, it can save you or whatever. And I feel like God, you know, really called me to do this video, and I hope y'all really enjoy it. But I'm gonna go out on a live performance from BeBe and CeCe of the song that really changed me, and it is this right here, and we gonna go out on this, because y'all, after I was listening to BeBe and CeCe, y'all, I was putting all the songs up on Instagram and everything, and I was getting so much love for it, and I really appreciate it. But here is them doing Addictive Love live on Arsenio Hall. I never found anyone to love me quite the way you do. It's hopeless, I finally noticed that I'm just forever addicted, forever. Hey, CeCe. If love takes me higher, I didn't know I did. Woo! I'm out, y'all. Peace.